If you're going after big names, like why should they go to you instead of go to CNBC or another giant influencer? If you're practicing every day, like you will get better compared to where most people are. What's up, School of Rockstars? How we doing?
How are you? I'm good. I'm doing great.
What's up? How can I help? You have a question?
I have grown in the past 1 year so much, so much, so much. I'd like to thank you for that.
I appreciate it. I'm only 0.5% of your success. You know, you're off doing the work. You could listen to a whole bunch of different people talking about motivation and wisdom and all that stuff, but if you don't do anything about it, you're still where you are. So I'll take my 0.5%. You know, I did a lot for my 0.5%, but the other 99.5%, like that's you because you went off and did the work. And I know you're super involved in the Believe Nation community, and you've done a whole bunch of interviews, and I see people on my team getting on your show, and
Yes.
you know.
And like I have a question. I want to do these kind of interviews and I want to like do big interviews. Like how can I get to that big influencer?
So it'll be a couple things. It'll be one, your story, your hustle, your energy, your heart, your drive. You know, if you're going in cold and just say, hey, can you come on my show? You're probably not going to get a response. It's not even going to get a no. You just won't even get a response. If you don't have a big audience yet, first off, that's going to be hard for some people. Some people, all they care about is the audience. And so right away, there's some people who won't even look at you. And whatever, that's okay. Like, it's a challenge. You'll get there at some point. It's awesome. Other people love just contributing and giving back and being a part of it, being part of the community. So those are the people that you want to target. And the way to pitch them is not about, I will give you exposure to my audience if you don't have a large audience yet. The way to pitch it is that they're actually doing you a favor and you want to be mentored by them in this one session, and you're going to do a lot of work. Like you're a young hustling entrepreneur, you really care about this interview, you really care about getting their opinions on these questions that you have, and anything they tell you to do, you're going to go off and do. And so that's the greatest thing of all time for mentors, that they want to see the people doing the work. And so if they feel like with you, you're going to listen and pay attention and actually do the work, they're much more likely to come on your show and give you the interview than most people. Because most people who do interviews aren't very good at doing interviews, and the questions aren't fantastic. So that's how you win, more than I have X thousand followers. If you're going after big names, like why should they go to you instead of go to CNBC or, you know, another giant influencer or some huge show? It's because they like your story, they like your hustle, they like their passion, and they see a little bit of themselves in you. They like to see a younger version of themselves in you, and they want to see you win. So letting that come out in your pitch, and then also being a known quantity. So get involved in their community. Like if we hadn't connected, I would still know about you because of all the people that you're pinging in my community, and you're part of a lot of live streams, and you're part of a lot of comments on the posts. And so I would know who you were when you reached out, where most people who write to me, I have no idea who they are. And so that's what you want to rinse and repeat and copy and paste for whoever you're trying to get on your show. When they see your name, the School of Rockstars, come on, they should see somebody that they recognize. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I've seen that name. It sounds familiar. I recognize that person, and they love your message. And so it doesn't mean you're going to get a yes, because it's still, time is the asset, but you're much more positioned for success compared to saying, I have X thousand followers and I'm going to give you a lot of exposure, because you're not going to get them exposure compared to their other options. So don't go because you're going to lose, but you can give a lot more heart and energy and hustle and passion than most of the people who will be giving them interviews.
And like I want to make change in my creating content, like a quality of the content.
Okay.
Should I post like one video a day or a quality content per week or 2 days a week?
Well, what's wrong with your videos? What's wrong with your content? Why is it not quality? Can you look at it and see like, oh, here's where I need to get better?
Yes,
Okay, so like that's the greatest thing you can do is watch the last video you did and then make the next one better.
mhm,
And then watch the last one and then make it better and then keep making it better. And then the more practice you put in, the better you're going to get at it. If you're practicing once a week, you're probably not going to get world class at it. Like if you practice
mhm,
anything once a week, you can get good at it, but you'll never be one of the best because you're doing it once a week. But if you're doing it every day, whether you release the video or not, but if you're practicing every day, like you will get better compared to where most people are. And so I would make a video today, and then I would look at it again, and then tomorrow I'd look at it, and then I'd do another one. And it doesn't be the same topic, different topic, but make it better. As long as you can look at your videos and you know what's wrong, then you have something to work on and fix. If you don't know what's wrong, then now you need to go outside and you need to bring on somebody who can teach you, who can look at your videos and say, wow, okay, this is where you really suck and you need to improve. I mean, I'm thinking about the people who came to my workshop, the past 2 Toronto workshops. There were a couple of people who
mhm.
thought they were great. Like, I'm great. Like, look at my videos. I look at them and I don't see anything wrong. I don't get why am I not growing? And then I look at it and it's like, you suck. But out of love, right? Like, okay, there's
Yes,
like 82
yes.
things that you're doing wrong here. But just because I've been doing it for longer and I have more experience, so I can guide them through it. But they weren't able to see it in their own content as to why they weren't great. And so if you can look at your videos and you know what needs to be fixed, then you have something to work on and practice. It's when you don't know what needs to be fixed. Like as long as you know, then you have no excuse. It's like go tomorrow and make another one, and go tomorrow and make another one, until you get to the point where it's like I don't know what's wrong. Like I don't know what else to do. I feel like I've done everything I know, and now I need to go out and get help too.
And I'm learning from your old playlist. You
Okay.
did 1 minute Mondays and you did like a raw videos, just you talking.
Yeah.
And yeah, watching it every day.
Yeah, it's great. Like you can have respect for the editing, but for this kind of work, the editing is not the thing. Like if I had to start all over again, I would be doing what's this? Like what are we doing right here? There's no editing, it's live. I'm just sitting in front of my phone talking. If I was starting from scratch, this is what I would do. And I would do this until I got enough traction that I could then hire an editor to then help me with my business and grow it. But I would spend very little time worrying about the editing and more time
Mhm.
practicing yourself being a better speaker and interviewer, so that you're focused on the right skills, and then you start building up attention and traction for your business.
And should the video should be like a 10 minutes long or it should be more than that?
This is great. We started this with like, what's your question? He said he had no questions, and now we're like 18 questions deep. YouTube, I would do 10 minutes plus. We try to get 10 minutes for a video. It matters right now. For Instagram, 1 minute's your max. IGTV, I don't have any guidance on that right now. It's not hitting mainstream enough to really pay attention to. But YouTube, try to get to 10. Don't fill it with crap. 10 is
Mhm.
10. Like if a video for us is 6 minutes, we're like, ooh, can we add anything more to it? Can we do anything that will bring more value? And if the answer is no, then we release a 6-minute video. But we try to always bring it up to 10, because it matters more for YouTube. And there's no max. You know, my best video is 40 minutes something long, and we've done up to 8-hour videos that still perform well. So there's no max, but try to get at least 10 minutes if you can.
Thank you, thank you.
If you want to spend some one-on-one time with me, I have a special offer happening right now. Go check out the website right next to me. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.